Thanks very much for the intro. As I said, my name is Brendon Martens. You also heard the bio of our CEO, Tash, Dr. Tash, Gibbs lecturer, focused on bottom of the pyramid stuff. I have a master's degree in economics, also focused on developing communities from an economic perspective, from a social perspective. We have a whole team that sits behind us as well, focused in property development, focused in activating commercial opportunities for small businesses. We have a library of hundreds of academic articles, of real-world practical projects that we've benchmarked against, both locally and internationally, and it really informs what I'm going to be sharing with you today. So I could take a very academic approach to this. I could talk to you about multiplier effects and community development from base of the pyramid, and you'd all be very bored. And we summarized what we do with Yes Hubs into this and another slide, but I thought, you know what, this also is still a lot of information, right? We do a lot of stuff and we try to pull it into a coherent sort of understanding of what we do, but I think what I want you to understand around a Yes Hub, and what we simply do is we provide a safe space in marginalized communities for young people and other community members to access technology that allows them to position themselves within a modern economy and gain access to economic and social opportunity. And we do this in a number of ways. We use the economic nodes, we partner with community development organizations, we develop economic activity, micro malls, technology labs. And this all translates into how we link marginalized communities with the formal marketplace through technology. And we do this through a very rigorous process. The concept of hubs is not a new concept in this country. Many of your organizations have probably explored building hubs or actually have built something or partnered in something already. It's not a new concept. But what we see often in the space is a case of build it and I hope that they will come sort of scenario. There hasn't been a fundamental approach of looking at what is happening from a demand perspective. What is going to make this hub sustainable? And so we look at it from a value chain perspective. We look at the corporate, we look at the community, and we look at how we tie that in to what we call a value chain. A chain of value that flows from the formalized economy into the informalized economy. We build market access approaches, and then we link that into venture creation. And ultimately, SMME development and economic development. And SMME development is important, because corporates are not the drivers of job creation. Corporate South Africa is shedding jobs every single day. And that's not unique to South Africa either. It's a common problem across the globe. It is small business that is the frontier of job creation. So if you want to create sustainability for your Yes youth and beyond, how do we do that in such a way that we support small business so that there's longevity for their jobs? So this is an example of one of the components, and we have multiple. We work in agriculture, in solar, construction, green energy. Tash mentioned the clothing and textile manufacturing with Netcare. We're working with Air Liquide on a 3D printing and additive manufacturing model. But this is an example of our green engine. This is also something that has taken me a number of years to start to work and perfect. But this green engine is a way in which we try to drive activity for small businesses to actively engage a market from the township, and we're doing this right now in Tembisa. Yes, youth are the power behind this engine. The youth that are sponsored through the Yes program move into this engine. They become trainees on a 12-month program. During those 12 months, they get technology. They get given technology, they get given skills, and they do active community engagement and activation to build an entire ecosystem of small farmers in communities themselves that then aggregate all of their production and offtake into major retailers in the country. And in Tembisa specifically, we supply local grill. We had the MD there just a few days ago, and he says he's never had better lettuce in his life. And I think he left with a couple of bunches to take home with him as well. But this is what we do, is we try and find ways to drive economic activity. So now this is the hub today. This is a partnership that we developed with Nedbank and AFGRI. This is a partnership where Nedbank has brought in the capital, the financial expertise for these small business owners and these youth, together with AFGRI's ability to unlock market access and provide the technical support. A beautiful combination here of two corporates coming together to execute a fantastic program. And I just want to play this for you very quickly so you can get it. Component of what we're doing. This specific project, that is 25 youth that are working through as small business owners on the program for 12 months. They are activating over 500 community backyard farmers over those 12 months, capacitating them with horticulture techniques and skill sets so that they can also feed into this amazing engine and this amazing flywheel of economic activity that then is exporting into companies like Local Grill. But I think for us today, it's understanding how does this relate to you in terms of your BEE spend. Now, I've seen this time and again, that we come to functions and we go to conferences, enterprise and supply development conferences, and we network and we agree to collaborate, and we then go back to our corporate office and it stops there. And we phone our local consultant, he's going to come and he's going to design an enterprise and supply development program for us. We pay him or her, and they come up with a solution. And it might be a good solution, but it's a drop in the ocean. And how many years have we been doing this for now? And has anything really changed? Has that needle shifted as we've tried to develop all these small businesses? And we have common terminology in the industry as we have these incubator tourists, these small businesses that just jump from program to program, and they're not actually getting into any higher level of development. Now, YES is an accredited third-party facilitator of enterprise development funds. We provide an agnostic platform for you to start to collaborate with each other in this room. And I mean, when I say collaboration, I mean real collaboration. This hub in Tembisa, Unilever, Investec, Sanlam, Nedbank, AFGRI. It's 5 businesses that are collaborating on that space, 3 of which are in the financial services sector. 3 of which that are actually competitors. We're providing you with a platform to move into an agnostic space for you to maximize your enterprise development spend in a way that leverages off the capabilities of each of the partners. And because we're accredited third-party facilitator, the money you put into the YES ED fund, we're also a public benefit organization, by the way, but the money you put into the Enterprise Development Fund allows you to immediately gain your 100% recognition for that spend at a level 1 BE for YES, and leave us to do the hard work of making sure that we execute something like this for the partners that put into the fund. Jack mentioned also in Gauteng, we partnered with Gauteng, so this is all part of that collaboration as well. So, I mean, Saul says there's 250 companies registered for this today. If each of you, 250 companies, just put 250,000 Rand into this fund, we'd have another 10 of these hubs. We have 8 on the way. We could have an 18 by the end of the year. So I'd like to put a little challenge out to you today. You need to start collaborating, really, at implementation. So please, use YES as a platform through which you can collaborate with other companies to create meaningful impact and actually maximize your enterprise development spend and the bang for your buck. Thank you.